I want to welcome you back to another video, and if it's your first time here, my name is Young Fizz. I also go by Mr. Dope Status on Instagram. You can follow me there. I make helpful Maschine tutorials as well as other audio related content, but today we're going to be getting into the Maschine version 3, a beat breakdown, and let me go ahead and show you how I made this beat. So if you haven't already, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, don't forget to turn on bell notifications. So whenever I drop a new video, you will be the first person to be notified. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into this beat breakdown inside of Maschine 3. All right, so let me go ahead and play you a snippet of what I'm kind of working with so you can kind of hear it in its entirety. So here we go. So fairly simple. For this one here, we're gonna go ahead and dive into the instrument section first. So I'm just gonna solo C1 here, and then we're gonna go over here and start with sound number 1. So this right here is C1, which is the instrument group that I have designated for this track. And right off the bat, I'm using this preset called Daveland. Let me go to the sound tab and you'll see it comes from Super 8 and it sounds something like this here. So that pretty much started the beat off for me. I felt that it kind of sounded kind of weak a little bit, like it just was missing a little bit of, like, I guess, presence, known as like the high end when it comes to the engineering world. So I added another Super 8, and this one is called Megatron. And this one by itself sounds something like this here. So those two together, you have this here. So as you can hear, the track is starting to really come together. Now to round everything off, I just wanted to have a little bit of bottom end. So I added this other one here, the same bass, but this one comes from Monark. And this one's called Blurred. And I'll let you hear it by itself. So more of a sub bass with a little bit of hint of present. So all three of those together versus this one right here. So big difference there. The next sound I added was this one here, comes from Hypha, and this one's called Faint of Heart. And let me put it on the screen here. So this is Hypha. It was a free VST at the time, and I believe it's still free. Check the link in the description box below. I'll include it down there for you. And also everything that I'm covering in this video will be in the link in the description box below. So check that out. So this one here, again, it's called Faint of Heart, and it sounds something like this soloed. So I'm pretty much using Hypha to play chords and use that as the basis for my chord progression. So if I put that together with the bass, it'll sound something like this here. So to me, I'm just basically putting the pieces of the puzzle together. So going on to sound number 5, I have this brass pipes. This comes from Glaze. This is the original Glaze. And if I play it, it sounds like this here. So I'm pretty much using this as an accent sound. Next thing I have here is the vocal chops. And let me go ahead and take off my effects. I'm using a metaverb and a compressor, but to hear it dry, hit S on my keyboard and we'll play just a snippet of it. Kind of see where I chopped it at as well. So once I added that vocal chop, it just sounded kind of cool. So I kept looking for more ways to improve it. So I also added this little trigger sound here, and I have my volume all the way down, and it's pretty much sidechained to this track here. So if you look up here on sound number 6, which is right here, it'll say on the compressor, I have my main and I have my sidechain. So if I do that, it's C1. This is the group. This is the sound. So C1 is the group. S7 is the sound. You can see how it's sidechained. Check mark right here. Enable my compressor. And this is what it sounds like. See how it kind of ducks when that kick hits? For my trigger, I'm using a drum synth, and it's just a little kick drum. And again, let's take another listen. And then also, just to kind of extend that sound, I added a metaverb. And then at the end, I added this sort of another vocal chop. So when you put those elements together, it's sounding pretty awesome. And one of the last things that I did was add another Glaze. It's a play series, and this one is a preset of good, and just kind of added some ear candy, we should say. So let me go ahead and play it from right here. So just kind of sprinkling that in just a little bit. So let me go ahead and play that with these other elements here, minus the bass, so you can understand what's happening with pretty much the melody here. Now when you add in the bass, and again, I'm just pretty much layering it to make it sound like one full bass, you have this here. And then you add the snap. The snap actually comes from the Axon kit, and this is from Hot List. And let me go ahead and go to pattern number 2 here, because we just want the snap. And so from there is where I can really start building the track up. So I just come up here, I can add a scene, and I can select what I want in my scene. So I can do just the pattern by itself. So scene 1 could just be the verse. Scene 2 could be the intro. And then we can further arrange the track from there. So I hope you found this tutorial to be helpful. If you did, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on the bell notifications. Your boy Young Fizz, Mr. Dope Status. We will see you on the next video. Again, all the links are going to be in the description box below. So if you found something that you like, such as Hot List, which is an awesome expansion to have, be sure to pick it up in the description box below. Again, thank you for tuning in, and we will see you on the next video. We out.